Good morning, everybody. I'm Wayne Goodwin, North Carolina's DMV Commissioner. I have served in this role for a little over 3 years, as most of you know. And even though I've been in this role a little over 3 years, this is actually the fourth annual meeting of this association that I have been a part of. The first three I've been able to attend in person, but today I was not able to do that. As you may recall, at the first meeting back in 2022, my young son joined me when we had the association meeting. Today, I have some family obligations and other things that have arisen that prevent me from joining you at the conference as you've gathered. I want to give you a welcome for this gathering. I know that you have a packed agenda and you're getting to network with each other, and you have presentations where you're going to learn a lot about what's happening in your field and in the world of being an LPA contractor. And also you're going to have some presentations and Q&A with my DMV colleagues who have joined you today. I just wanted to share a few thoughts with you so that we can kick off this meeting here on the right foot, and let's talk about some successes. Even though I've served as our DMV Commissioner and have been a partner with y'all in the work that we do just for that brief period of time, we have had a number of successes. Working together and with our legal team and others, we have updated the contracts and made that process clearer and better for all concerned. We have worked with you to help persuade lawmakers to raise compensation for our LPA contractors. We have public meetings now whenever our official advisory committee meets. We've updated the notarial fees that you can charge at the license plate agencies. We also have more LPA locations than when we started, when I started working with you 3 years ago. We have launched the conversation to help introduce eventually kiosks into the LPA world, and that will be another way for not only to serve customers, but also be another means of compensation should you choose to have kiosks, and should future administrations include to pursue that concept. I'm also very pleased that we have the lowest number of license plate agencies that are unopened in probably a decade. We are now down, in recent weeks, have been down to only 4 locations that are not open across the entire state. And that's a small fraction of all the many 130 or so license plate agencies that we have for North Carolina. And that's because we've had some great folks apply to serve as contractors, and some who serve the state as a private contractor for multiple locations as well. But I'm very pleased that we have more locations than ever, and that we have the fewest number that are not open at the moment. Now, I've also had the privilege to visit with many of you and visit many of your locations over the last 3.5 years. Sometimes those visits have been unannounced, and sometimes they've been planned. Whether they were undercover boss visits or planned visits, the results were the same. I was very impressed with the work that you do and how you've been able to work with the customers and provide the transactional needs that your customers and our customers have when they come see you. So those are just a fraction of the successes we've had. Like with any growing state, like with any growing organization, like with any organization that has multiple moving parts, where we also include a significant role with private entities and private businesses such as yourselves, there are going to be some challenges, and we recognize those. And I know that moving forward, each of you and your officers and my DMV colleagues and others will address those challenges head on and methodically and fairly. And we'll do so in a way that is amicable and not one that is going to cause problems. And I believe that working together, we can meet these challenges. So if we come together in that spirit of harmony and unity, and knowing that we all have a common goal here, that we can address those challenges. Now, although this is my 4th time participating with one of your annual meetings, and again, I truly wish I could be there with you in person today, but just could not make it happen with a number of obligations this morning. This will be my last one as our North Carolina DMV Commissioner. Many of you may have heard about that. And despite what else you may have heard, I really just chose not to reapply. This is a position that is appointed by the governor and selected by the Secretary of the Department of Transportation. And there's a lot of history to the role of DMV commissioner going back many, many decades. And with the new administration coming in, and other reasons, I just decided not to reapply. But I also decided that I would stay in this role until a successor is selected and can fill this position. And I'm very excited about the number of people who've applied and looking forward to there being a tremendously capable successor who will be our next DMV commissioner. Now, folks may ask, well, why did you choose not to reapply? Well, I've got a lot of things going on in my world, just as I'm sure you have a lot of things going on in your world. I have a daughter who started teaching. I have a son who graduates high school next year. We're looking for colleges, and I'm newly engaged, and other things that at my age I've decided that I want to have some new chapters, and I've got some additional chapters left in my professional and personal careers ahead. So I just decided that it was just time to try something different and to give somebody else the opportunity to be our next DMV commissioner and to work alongside you. So this is not a goodbye. It is a thank you for your partnership. Thank you for working with me and with our team to make North Carolina an even better place than it was when we first started working together over 3.5 years ago. Again, I'm Wayne Goodwin, North Carolina's DMV Commissioner, wishing you a terrific and a successful conference, and look forward to seeing you somewhere across our great state in the years ahead. God bless.